What's the most absurd statement you've heard someone make with complete sincerity? All animals were once vegetarian and lived in peaceful harmony, before mankind turned up, bringing sin and bad vibes and such like. It must have been lovely in those days, when a spider would build a web and wait for a potato to fly into it. For me, at one of my first jobs as a graphic designer, a client called me into his office and pulled up a photo he took. He then asked me if I could turn it around. No, not rotate it, but turn the viewpoint around. He wanted to see what was behind the camera when he originally took the photo. God, I have so many stories from that job. The reason the US is in a depression is because of all the Hubble telescopes. They then asked how to make ice. We were about 16 at the time. We were in an epidemiology class discussing the probability of someone having a certain disease condition. One of my classmates said, at any time, the chance of a woman being pregnant is 50, because she either is or isn't pregnant. I think all people around the world, no matter where they are from or how they are raised, secretly know that Christianity is the real true religion. College roommate. A girl in 8th grade said, "I'm so glad I was born into a family with the right religion. The absurdity of that changed my life." Same year a guy said, "Wouldn't it be great if life was in 3D? Still makes me smile." Someone told me they were at a concert and could see in the eyes of the bouncer that it was a real lizard. Earliest this week my department was pulled into a meeting to inform us that we would be required to move to a new office over an hour away from where we currently are. This would double or triple most of our commutes. We had heard rumors of this for months, and so for months up to the day before the aforementioned meeting we were assured that we would be allowed to stay at or near our current location. There are a few offices down the street that are occupied by the company that we could move into. During the meeting, however, we were told that the decision is final. They would not be listening to any of our complaints or concerns. The absurd, most out-of-touch shit was the next thing that came out of their mouths. They told us, after an entire meeting telling us that they don't give a shit about our concerns, that they were flexible and wanted to make sure we were happy. Chickens are injected with steroids. This is a very commonly spread misinformation in India. The earth is flat. Insects aren't animals, son. My dad, and of course we can't forget peacocks are birds. My really stupid friend who somehow has all A's in their classes. I invented gay music. The thank you from my customer is my reward, so remuneration doesn't matter. Donald Trump is indeed a righteous Christian. He said he believes, so he is saved. It says so in John 3:16. This one seems to stick in my mind. Trump is the chosen one and is Jesus in disguise. School debt is good debt. That's why it doesn't go away if you declare bankruptcy. The military has coordinated with aliens for decades. We can time travel. The crucifixion of Christ was recorded on VHS. Each president is cloned, and the Jimmy Carter clone was the worst. This was from a guy who my friend and I had a conversation with about UFOs back in the mid-90s. When we left we couldn't stop laughing. Bees don't sting, they bite. A girl in my class thought that the Arctic and Antarctic was the East and West Pole and that they were deserts. I mean, there was a Tucker Carlson Joe Rogan podcast yesterday, so just pick a random time interval. Clock out, but keep working. What the fuck, guy, you are not even a supervisor. Oh god, I can't believe I'm typing this, but a work colleague went on a religious rant and stated, why can't everyone just agree? There's only one God, so why is there so many different religions? Think a lot of people would disagree with that. I'm ashamed for her ignorance. We shouldn't switch over to solar power because it doesn't work at night, or wind power doesn't work when the wind isn't blowing. Nobel Prize material right there. The 2020 election was stolen.